So, without further ado, let's get started on this Coins news segment, Pick Updates. First update is four-star recruit interior offensive lineman Jared Smith is down to 4 teams. And we got some good company here. Ready? There's Georgia, Georgia Tech, Auburn, and Rutgers. So what do you think? Do you like our odds? We've been getting a lot of offensive linemen lately, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers.
You said Georgia, Georgia Tech, Auburn, and Rutgers. My feeling is that Rutgers is on the outside looking in when you got schools like that, particularly Georgia and Auburn. Those SEC schools are going to pay him some money, probably more than Rutgers will. I see him going probably to Georgia. The Georgia Bulldogs love those big offensive linemen, but the fact that we're still in it down to the Final Four is reason for some optimism. So I would say I'm cautiously optimistic, but ultimately not expecting it to materialize.
See, why I am optimistic is because we're still in it. If we were a joke of a school that recruits would have looked past when given the opportunity of especially Georgia and Auburn, he would have done so already. Why is he giving us a chance? Because maybe he believes in something that we're not seeing. So I'm optimistic. I think we're going to get him. And that's a hot take because those are some really good schools. But something's telling me he doesn't care about how good the other schools are.
Yeah, well, I think it probably has something to do with the great recruiting efforts of Coach Giano and his staff, the culture that they're building. And I think they've got him sold, at least in part, on that culture and what Rutgers football can be and what it can do for him personally as a player and ultimately as a person. I see we have Austin in the chat today. Austin, unfortunately, is a Denver Nuggets fan, and the Oklahoma Thunder unfortunately exterminated the Denver Nuggets in Game 7. But, Austin, you have our sympathy. We hope you call in later. All right, any other updates for us?
Yeah, so I got 3 more here. The next one, also offensive tackle related. 3-star offensive tackle Cameron Green has committed to your Rutgers Scarlet Knights. South Jersey native, so I don't think he was going to Rowan or Ryder because Ryder doesn't have a football program and Rowan is Rowan. No offense, Rowan. So Rutgers is fairly close to home that we can say he's staying home. He is actually the 9th commit of the 2026 high school class. Second offensive lineman joining Donovan Johnson. 6'7", 315 pounds. I think he's going to be a beast. 3 stars that's a solid number for a guy with that posture.
Well, I'm going to slightly disagree here. I'm going to tell you why. I'm from North Jersey. So, South Jersey's nice and everything, but it's not North Jersey. And the second thing is he's 6'7", 315, and only a 3-star? Something is not matching up here.
Oh, Adam. Making up these team names. Those are schools.
That's it? Just, Adam?
Well, I'm used to it at this point. I don't even have, a lot to say. Last week I was called a hater. I was called irrational. I don't know what to say to it.
I didn't say those things. I was just a bystander. Austin was correctly diagnosing the problem. But how can you be 6'7", 315 and be a 3-star? Something's not working.
You know how many 6'7", 315 and bigger are 2-star, 1-star, 0-star? A heck of a lot.
If you're that big in a South Jersey high school, you should be pancaking these silly defensive linemen in South Jersey. The fact that he was able to do that leads me to say this was not an update. This was sadly a pick update.
Oh, is that what we're using as a negative connotation now?
Well, you're the one who made up the phrase. You thought you were so clever. So I'm just.
I am very clever. I'm clever forever, and you can follow my endeavors. So yes, he commits, and he's not the only offensive lineman committing to Rutgers. Justin Cesare, offensive lineman, is transferring from Rutgers to New Haven. So here's the thing, right? He spent 3 years as a New Haven guy from Orange, New Jersey, going from blue and yellow to the luxurious scarlet red. Here's my take on him, right? Business management major, so let's see how he handles business as a Rutgers Knight.
Oh, you're clever again. He's on fire today. Watch out. You might get burned. So New Haven is where Yale University is. That's New Haven, Connecticut. So what is this New Haven you're talking about? Is there some other university there?
UNH, yeah.
So we're getting a transfer from the University of New Haven?
Yep. What, you're not thrilled about it?
I don't believe that any further commentary is necessary. My prediction is that he will stay at the University of New Haven where he belongs, and will not contaminate Rutgers with any mediocrity.
All right, Austin. We'll talk
No,
about that.
I just joke. I mean, if this guy from New Haven is a stud, we welcome him, and he can certainly, add a lot to the offensive line. So welcome to the Scarlet Knights, and we're rooting for you.
Yes, we are. And I got one more update. If you were as thrilled about New Haven commit and South Jersey raised 3 stars as I think you are, then you're going to love this next news, Adam. And that is Caleb Johnston transfers from Washington to Rutgers. And guess what his position is? It's not quarterback, not wide receiver, not running back.
It's probably something like long snapper or something.
Oh, how'd you know?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's long snapper. We got.
Oh, so the one transfer we get from a legitimate D1 school, it just sits there and hikes the foot with a long snapper.
Hey, you gotta be really good to do that. That's a lot of.
As far as these pickup dates go, I have to say, the long snapper, New Haven, a 1-star from South Jersey.
Hey, three.
What's the difference?
The difference, speaking of difference, is you should know how to do math and make sure that you get the number correctly when addressing these guys. I don't think he wants to be addressed as a 1-star. That's not how you get someone on a podcast, Adam.